Could you survive a night out without your phone? I'm Lee Zurich.
And I'm Tisha Powell. In today's tech-centric world, research shows it could be tough.
And I didn't ask you this question, by the way. More than half of Americans consider themselves cell phone addicts, and people check them on average more than 140 times a day.
It's gotten so bad in recent years, many schools have opted to ban student cell phones in the classroom. And now the concept is expanding to social settings and adults.
Reporter Heather Graff takes us to one of the first phone-free bars in the country.
Y'all doing all right? Hello, hello.
The customer experience
Where y'all from?
for this chef and business owner is a top priority.
Sure, we do have that.
A past winner of the culinary competition show Hell's Kitchen, Rock Harper has run several restaurants over the course of his career.
3 mules and an old fashioned.
But at this bar in Washington, D.C., he's shaking things up by asking patrons to put down their cell phones.
I think that we have to reconnect with each other. And I think, I just bet on humans.
All right, so how does it work? Someone walks in the door, they've got a cell phone on them. What happens next?
So when you walk in, we welcome you, of course, with a bright little smile.
Hello friends, how we doing tonight?
You give us your device, we put it in the bag, lock it, and just give it back to you.
We're phone free, phones go in the pouches.
So you hold the device, we don't hold them. We don't want the liability of it.
He opted to use lockable Yonder pouches, the same ones now common in schools as classrooms across the country have also started to go phone-free. The bags can only be unlocked using a special magnetic base kept here at the host station.
If you can get kids to put their phones away, you can get adults to do it.
Harper admits it's a riskier concept in the hospitality industry, and when he opened this place in September 2025, he worried about how the policy might be received.
You think that, people aren't gonna come. They're gonna say no because people need their devices.
Fast forward a few months, and when we stopped in on a busy Friday night, neighborhood regulars explained why they've come to love it.
I like to sit at the bar and meet people, and it's just an easier way to do that when we all don't have our phones.
But we did meet some newcomers who were a bit caught off guard.
It took me by surprise at first because we're so used to having our phones on us and everything we do. So it's kind of a surprise, but we'll see how it goes.
Uncertainty at times visible near the door as people fired off last-minute texts in the final moments before their devices went dark.
Just very different.
David Tigaboo and his friends chose to embrace it over dinner and drinks.
It forces you to kind of be with the folks that you're with and engage and conversate. There's just a level of presence that I think that you don't really get when your phone's always there.
This your first time here?
And that's exactly what Harper envisioned here at the aptly named Hush Harbor, where books and board games serve as substitutes for screen time. Polaroid pictures offer an alternative to selfies, and old-school pen and paper are used to exchange numbers and even ideas.
The way that I grew up, right? The way many of us grew up, where phones weren't in the way. It's such a simple fix to put your phone in the bag and to be present in the moment.
You've been to that bar, correct?
Yeah.
What do you think of this approach?
It makes a lot of sense to me, given what we are seeing in my research and the research more broadly.
Kostadin Kushlev is an associate professor of psychology who runs the Happy Tech Lab at nearby Georgetown University. And the growing body of research he's referring to has found about 98% of Americans now own a cell phone and spend on average 4 hours and 30 minutes on those phones every single day. One of his own studies concluding that smartphone use undermines enjoyment of face-to-face social interactions.
It's not only your own use of the smartphone, but it's also somebody else's use of the smartphone. Maybe you were, telling a funny story, and then you notice the person isn't looking at you and isn't laughing, but is paying attention to their phone, and that probably doesn't feel as good.
So he believes there can be benefits to a forced digital detox, even for just a few hours, at a bar or restaurant where phones are forbidden, and more of them are popping up in different cities throughout the U.S.
It could help reset our brains a little bit by focusing on one thing at a time, focusing on people around us. That could help beyond that one experience.
Here you go.
Still, there are some unavoidable challenges to creating a tech-free environment.
So early on, we would hear, the biggest thing I think was emergency. What if there's an emergency?
This red landline phone, one of Harper's attempts to ease concerns about moms and dads in his bar not being immediately available to babysitters or loved ones.
They'll be like, whoa, phone free? Well, we got 2 kids at home. So we give them our phone number. And they say, wow, they can call here? Absolutely. Tell grandma that she can call and ask for you and we'll get you.
And he says if someone needs to check their phone, they can always ask an employee to unlock it and then step outside or into the front vestibule to make a quick call.
So there's workarounds.
Absolutely.
Another recurring complaint is that without their phones, it can be tough for customers to keep track of time.
People do ask about that still, but we encourage them to ask us what time it is. We'll keep you on point.
Yet even that potential downside, from Harper's perspective, shows there's power in unplugging.
You get lost in the moment.
And that's something he'll always raise a glass to in this bar.
It makes me feel really proud.
We should come here more.
It's the magic that you see happen when people don't have the phone. Our presence is the magic.
The owner maintains his bar is not anti-technology.
In fact, they still accept digital wallets like Apple Pay and say customers can simply open a tab before their phone gets locked up.
Most smartphones now track your screen time. To check, head to your settings and tap Screen Time for iPhones or Digital Wellbeing for Androids. There you can see a breakdown of which apps you spend the most time on and even set limits.
And we here at Investigate TV Plus wanted to put ourselves to the test. Lee, what did you have on your screen time?
So it's a little tricky. My iPhone had like 3 hours and 45 minutes, or 49 minutes, but I do spend some time on my iPad too. So combined, it's a little over the average.
So I stream a lot.
Excuses.
All day.
Give us your number.
It's about 8 hours.
8 hours.
I know it's a lot, but think about it. It's my television, my radio, I'm putting on makeup, listening to the news.
Everything.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of time though.
Okay, time for a digital detox. Yeah.